She thought she had seen every kind of pain in her 40 years as a nurse. Sick bodies, crying parents, children who did not understand why they hurt. But when the phone rang that autumn morning, and a billionaire's voice asked her to save his daughter, she did not know she was walking into a house where love had become pain, and where one small secret, hidden under a child's clothes, would change everything. Grace Miller had worked as a children's nurse for most of her life. She was not famous, she was not rich, but she knew pain when she saw it. She knew when a child was sick, and she knew when a child was hiding something deeper. Still, nothing prepared her for the phone call she received on a cold morning in early October. "Mrs. Miller, my name is Daniel Cross," the man said on the phone. His voice was calm but tired, like someone who had not slept well in a long time. "I was told you help children who do not respond to normal treatment. My daughter needs you." Grace listened without speaking. She had learned long ago that people often said more when they were not rushed. "My daughter, Lily, she is 6 years old," Daniel continued. "She has been in pain for months. Doctors say nothing is wrong, but she cries every day. I do not know what else to do." Grace asked a few simple questions. How long had the pain lasted? Where was it? What tests had been done? Daniel answered all of them, but his voice broke when he said one thing. "I can fix anything else in my life, but not this." Grace knew the name Daniel Cross. Everyone did. He was a billionaire who built medical machines used in hospitals around the world. He lived in one of the richest areas outside Boston. His wife had died 3 years ago. The news had talked about it for weeks. Grace agreed to come. The Cross estate sat behind tall iron gates, surrounded by green lawns that looked too perfect to be real. Grace's old car felt small as it rolled up the long driveway. She did not feel impressed. Big houses often held the quietest pain. Daniel opened the door himself. There was no staff around him, no assistants, no noise, just a man standing alone in an expensive house. "Thank you for coming," he said. His suit looked costly, but wrinkled, like he had slept in it. His hair was dark, but gray at the sides. His eyes looked older than his face. Inside, the house felt clean, but empty. No laughter, no music, no warmth. "This is Lily," Daniel said. Lily stood near the stairs. She was small for her age, wearing a red hoodie that hung loosely on her body. She held the front of it tightly, like it was protecting her. She smiled when she saw Grace, but the smile did not reach her eyes. Grace knelt slowly, keeping her voice soft. "Hello, Lily. My name is Grace." Lily studied her carefully. "Are you a doctor?" she asked. "No," Grace said. "I am a nurse, but mostly, I am someone who listens." Lily nodded, but said nothing more. Over tea in the kitchen, Daniel explained everything. Lily's pain had started 6 months ago. Every afternoon, around the same time, she would stop playing and begin to cry. She said her stomach hurt. Doctors found nothing wrong. Tests were normal. Medicine did nothing. "She will not let anyone touch her," Daniel said quietly. "She shakes when they try." Grace watched Lily from across the room. The child sat very still, holding her hoodie, listening to every word. Grace stayed. The first days were slow. Grace did not ask hard questions. She played games with Lily, read her stories, helped her draw pictures. She learned that Lily loved animals and spoke kindly to everyone she met. She was a good child. But every day, at the same time, Lily changed. Her face grew pale. Her hand moved to her stomach. Tears filled her eyes. She tried to hide. One afternoon, Grace sat beside her on the floor. "Does it hurt right now?" Grace asked gently. Lily nodded. "Can you show me where?" Grace asked. Lily hesitated. Her fingers tightened around her hoodie. She looked toward the hallway, then back at Grace. Slowly, she lifted the fabric. Grace stopped breathing. On Lily's stomach was a large bandage. It was old, dirty, and worn. The edges were peeling away. This was not new. This had been there a long time. Grace did not touch it. She did not react. "Lily," she said softly, "can you tell me about this bandage?" Tears rolled down Lily's face. "Mommy put it there," she whispered. "She said it would keep me safe. She said I must never take it off." Grace felt her chest tighten. Daniel stood in the doorway. He had heard everything. That was the moment the story truly began, and none of them were ready for what it would uncover. Daniel knelt beside Lily, his face pale. For years, he had seen that red hoodie, seen his daughter protect her stomach, but he never asked why. He thought it was fear of doctors. He thought it was trauma. He never imagined this. Grace stayed calm. Panic helped no one. "Lily," Grace said, "how long has the bandage been there?" "Since Mommy went away," Lily said. "She said it was her love." Daniel covered his mouth with his hand. His wife, Anna, had been dying. He remembered the hospital room, the quiet nights, the fear in her eyes. He remembered her holding Lily, whispering to her. Grace understood immediately. A dying mother wanted to leave something real behind, something her child could touch. But love had become pain. Grace explained gently. "Your mommy loved you very much. She wanted to protect you. But sometimes, even when we love someone, we make choices that hurt them without knowing." Lily shook her head. "If I take it off, her love will go away." Grace placed her hand over Lily's chest. "Love does not live in bandages. It lives here, and here," she said, touching Lily's head. "Love stays, even when things change." Daniel's voice broke. "Your mother's love is forever, Lily. Nothing can take it away." Lily looked at him for a long time. "Will it hurt?" she asked. Grace did not lie. "It might hurt a little, but then it will stop hurting." Lily thought. She nodded. Grace worked slowly. She softened the old bandage, speaking calmly, explaining every step. Lily cried, but did not pull away. The skin underneath was red and sore, irritated from years of being covered. There was no infection, no disease, just pain caused by time and fear. "It feels better," Lily whispered. Daniel cried openly. The days after were quiet. Lily rested. Grace treated the skin gently. Slowly, Lily began to move without pain. She laughed again. She ran in the garden. Daniel watched her, realizing how blind grief had made him. Grace talked to him late at night. "Grief makes us hold on to pain because letting go feels like forgetting," she said. Daniel nodded. "I thought I was honoring her." "You were loving her," Grace said. "But now you are loving your daughter." Grace stayed for a month. Lily healed fully. Her fear faded. Her smile became real. Daniel changed too. The house felt warmer. Pictures came down from shelves and went onto walls. Music returned. On Grace's last day, Lily gave her a drawing. A little girl, a father, an angel above them, and a nurse nearby. "You helped me," Lily said. Grace smiled. "You were brave." As Grace drove away, she thought about all the years she had worked. Machines mattered. Medicine mattered. But sometimes healing came from listening, patience, and knowing when love needed permission to let go. And somewhere behind her, a child was running free again. Dear viewers, this story is not just about a nurse, a child, or a rich man. This story is about love, pain, and the quiet wounds people carry without words. Sometimes the things we hold on to the most, the things we believe, protect us, are the very things hurting us inside. And sometimes healing does not come from money, medicine, or power, but from patience, kindness, and the courage to let go. If this story touched your heart, take a moment and tell us in the comments where you are watching from and what you learned from this story. Your words matter, and someone reading them may need them today. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this story with someone who might need hope, comfort, or understanding. And if you want more emotional stories like this from us, comment "more stories," and you will be the first to receive our next powerful story. Thank you for watching, and thank you for feeling this story with us.